You know, I've got to
yield to Mr.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the gentleman from California and our other colleagues here. I've got a nephew at home he's like 3 years old, I think. And his new thing, you know, these kids have different little cute sayings that they have. His new thing is that if you ask him, you know, why are you going in this room? And he'll say, well, I'm going in here X, Y, or Z. That's why. So he finishes all of his sentences with, that's why. You ask him why? He says, that's why. So I was thinking about this debate, and people say, well, why are you supporting this piece of legislation? Well, because kids can stay on their parents' insurance until they're 26 years old. That's why. You know, we got kids that are getting denied because they have a pre-existing condition. The insurance company says, we won't cover you. I'm supporting this bill because that's going to change. The other provisions that you're highlighting here, tax credits for small businesses, up to 35%. It's actually in some instances 50% of a tax credit for our small businesses for people who are providing tax relief to small business men and women who are providing health insurance. That's why I'm supporting this bill. You look at if you get sick and you try to get coverage, and all of a sudden the insurance company says, well, we can't cover you anymore. That's going to be done with. I mean, think about these significant investments, these significant protections that we are making as a country. And I love the idea of all the teabaggers that were down here today talking about these concepts of liberty. I would ask them today, tell me, what do you mean? What liberty are we taking from you? And let me compare it to the person in my district, the 1,700 families last year in my district that went bankrupt. Are they free? They are not free. They are trapped in an economic system that buries them because someone in their family got sick. My goodness gracious, what did our founding fathers mean when they gave us these ideas of life and liberty and the pursuit of happiness? Who can pursue happiness when they're bankrupt because of nothing that they did? It wasn't bad financing. It was bad luck. And if we don't start to recognize in America that some people in our country just have bad luck, and if the government doesn't step in and push back the insurance industry to say, we're going to carve out, we're going to box out the insurance industry so this family will have some freedom, have some protections. That's what this is about. I've got no interest in stymieing business growth. I come from Youngstown, Ohio, for God's sake. We've been in a recession for 30 years. You think I have an interest in stymieing business development? I want to help it. They tried their side, I say to my friends. I was here. I'm not that old, but I've been here 8 years now, and I sat here, I watched while Bush jammed through his tax policy, cut taxes for the rich. They said this is going to trickle down and help the poor. It didn't help anybody but the rich. I sat here and watched while he passed a prescription drug bill, didn't negotiate prices, didn't do anything, didn't pay for it, borrowed the money, started wars, didn't have money for the wars that he started. I sat here and watched while the Republican rubber-stamped Congress rubber-stamped all of those policies. The economy didn't improve, wages didn't go up. They had control of every single thing. They had a chance to implement their health care strategy. It didn't work because they didn't do anything. They had a chance to implement their energy strategy, and when gas goes to $4 a gallon again this summer, we're going to feel it again. This is significant stuff we're talking about, and Democrats are stepping up to bat for the American people. We are taking on the insurance industry. I yield back to my friend.